right? They just won't come out and say it. Nobody has the balls to come out and say it and just say, look, 85% of you have to go. That's it. That is it. I have been bitching about the population problem for 3 specials in a row. Waiting for some politician to have the balls to bring it up, but they won't do it. They won't do it. We live in a democracy, right? Can't be honest in a democracy. You need the votes. You can't run with that as your platform. Coming out there, and if elected, I would implement a program to immediately eliminate at least 85% of you. This planet cannot sustain the sheer numbers. Let me finish. This will not be arbitrary. Under your seats is a multiple choice questionnaire. If you did not bring a pencil, you're already out. You can't do that. You gotta be nice. You gotta be fucking nice, especially this day and age, man. Everybody getting in trouble. All these goddamn groups out there, bitch moaning and complaining. Anytime anybody says anything, we're part of a group. You gotta apologize. I'm sorry to people who own Sharpies. I didn't mean to say that it's an ugly-ass dog. Right? You know what? Fuck you and your group. What about that? What do you got, like 2 million people in your group? There's 400 million in this country. Nobody gives a shit. Right? Right? After the hell he's been through, all I gotta do is let him sit down. I am immediately the greatest human being this kid has ever met. Just bring him on. Yeah, man, have a seat. He'd be like, I get to sit down. Yeah, lay down on the couch. He'd be like, it's like a cloud. It's like a cloud. Yeah, I'll get him a bowl of Fritos, put on cricket or soccer, one of those sweatshop sports. I don't know. Kid would love me. So that's my first draft pick. All right? Coming out of the gate with that. In the second round, I probably get like an 05 boy soldier, you know? Yeah, sure up the offensive line. You gotta protect the blind side. Yeah, that's how fucked up the world is. There's little boys out there fighting in wars. So that's a twofer. I can drag him out of that hell, give him something of what's left of his childhood, and God forbid, if the dollar ever collapses, right? Shit goes south, zombies take over, I got backup, you know? Everybody thinks I'm gonna be the problem. Meanwhile, I got this sawed-off Chuck Norris standing next to me, 170 kills, confirmed fucking kills. They're not stories. They make a flamethrower of like a vacuum cleaner and a toaster. You can't coach that, right? I gotta be honest with you, though. I feel like I'd have to go easier on the discipline with the boy soldier, you know? I might be nuts, but I feel like I could come down on the sweatshop kid, all right? I said, get in there and clean up your goddamn room. I'm getting sick of this shit. Goes for you, too, if you want. But you! You've been out of line all day, mister. Don't even start that shit. Don't even start that shit. You say that every time. Yes, you do. Mm-hmm. Every fucking time you say that, you know the answer. Now, you want me to say it again? Fine, I'll break it down to you, okay? You know what? You know why it is? You know why? You wanna know why? Because you're so. All right? Yeah. Yeah, dude, you so. Dude, he's fucking killed people. You understand that? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have to make his bed, too. No, he doesn't. Because he doesn't sleep in the bed. He's out in the bushes all night talking to himself, freaking me the fuck out. All right? Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. He scares me, too. He scares me, too. Don't even start that shit. You wanted a big brother, and I got you one. Don't even start that shit, all right? All right, you're right, okay? Stop crying, okay? Shouldn't have yelled at you. Okay, I just thought I could fucking, bring him in, give him a couple of Pop-Tarts. I figured he'd chill out. Fucking sitting there looking through his eyebrows, doing that Full Metal Jacket shit, Nah, you can't give him back. It doesn't work that way. Oh, hey, there he is! There he is! What's up, buddy? What's going on? Yeah, we were just talking about you, just You just doing like a little surprise thing. You feeling all right? You feeling all right? You're not looking through those eyebrows, huh? Everything okay? So, I figure, I don't know if I'll do it. Maybe I'm too selfish. I have no ideas. Dude, I'm all over the fucking map. Do you know what I want to do right now? I actually want to learn how to fly a helicopter, man. I do. That's my latest thing. Oh, you know why it is? It's because I live in Los Angeles. Yeah, and it's an absolute clusterfuck. When you go into land in that city, just look out the window and just look at the complete lack of planning. There's not even zoning laws. They'll build like a skyscraper next to a house, next to a gun range, and then there's like a fucking daycare center, right? The city doesn't even work, even when everything else works. So God forbid the dollar collapses or some crazy shit happens. Where are you gonna go in a city like that? So you guys are all right out here in Atlanta, you know? You're all right. I don't know, maybe in Atlanta might be crazy. You're on the outskirts, you're fine. You're fine. You don't live in a desert. You slam your face in a bird bath. You're cool, right? Drink that water for a good 30 days. LA, there's nowhere to go. That's why I love the helicopter. Dude, the helicopter is the ultimate fuck this, I'm out vehicle. All you gotta do is assess the situation. Zombie coming up the street, fuck this. This looks safe. You just land. You can sit there hovering. Just sit there in a hover, watching everybody getting killed. Sitting up there eating cheese and crackers with the red stick, you know? Yeah, so I told my wife I want to fly a helicopter, and she's just like, yeah, no. Which I know that came from a place of love, but it still kind of annoyed me, right? Just that she said that shit, like then I was just gonna be like, oh, all right. Thought I was gonna get to do that, but you said no, so there goes that. Hey, what other dreams aren't I gonna get to achieve? You're like, do you already know, or do you wait for me to ask? Yeah. I'm still gonna do it. I'm just not gonna tell her. I'm just gonna go out and do it, pass the goddamn class, and when I get my license, I'm not gonna tell her. I'm just gonna go out and I'm gonna buy a white silk scarf, and I'm just gonna hang it by a nail in the living room. An old advertising anecdote, you know, when someone's like, I never realized how many commercials there were out there until I needed a mattress, and then all of a sudden they were all over the place, and then I bought a mattress, and then it all went away. It's the same shit. I saw this story down in Orange County, right? Down in Orange County, California, this guy gave helicopter tours for 30 years. 30 years without incident. Hands the business off to his son. The American dream. I built it up for 30 years. Here you go, son. Make the family and the family name proud. All right, Dad, I love you. Right? This poor kid, 5 days in. He's supposed to give a tour to a couple. Only the dude shows up. The kid thought it was weird, but he's like, I need the money. I got to give him a tour. Right? So he takes this guy up. 10 minutes into the tour, the dude fucking jumped out. Yeah. 5 days in. 5 days in from the balloons and the cake. We love you, son. Keep the family tree going. The tradition alive. 5 fucking days later, this kid, he probably barely had the speech down. Just sitting there flying the helicopter. All right, if you look out the left side of the aircraft, that's Orange County. There's over 27 miles of beaches. Put your seatbelt back on. 27 miles of beaches. Was established as a county in 1903. Sir, please don't open the door. Sir, what are you doing? Sir, no, don't, don't, stop, no, no! What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! What the fuck? What the fuck? Fuck! Air traffic control. I don't know who's on this frequency, but you really need some kind of fucking helicopter. 5 days in. So I read further into the story. Turns out the guy who jumped out, he was 61 years old, terminally ill. He was in pain every day. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with him, and he had had enough. At that point, that guy immediately became a hero in my world, right? You know what I love about him? Not only did he make the decision, he didn't go out like some pussy, right? Handful of pills, watching a romantic comedy, wrapped in an Afghan that Nana made Fuck that. This guy went out like a man. Take me up in a chopper. I'm looking at the land I love, and then I'm jumping out like a superhero. I loved it. Yeah. This guy should have been wearing a fucking cape. I can't imagine how elated he must have been on that helicopter ride up after finally, just taking back control of his life. Like, fuck you, disease, I decide. Ripping tubes out, gets a burger, shotguns a beer, take me up in the chopper. He probably had his fucking foot on the dashboard. He's not even listening to this guy giving the tour, right? Over 27 miles of beaches. Put your seatbelt back on. Established as a county in 1903. Sir, please don't try to open the door. No! Don't! Incredible. But here's the thing. I left out one small thing. There is one small thing. The guy fucking lived. Yeah, they were out over the ocean, 500 feet up. You'd think that would be enough. So I'm thinking he must have gone in like Greg Louganis, like no splash, just. But witnesses said it looked like a dummy was falling out of the air. So that sounds like a hell of an impact. I think he accidentally did the most epic 500-foot belly flop in the history of jumping out of a helicopter, But that didn't change what he was trying to do. Where his heart was, I still love this guy. I just feel bad for him. Just on the way down, he's got to be thinking, 3 more seconds of pain, 2 more seconds. Wow! Oh my God, this is worse! This is way worse! It has a happy ending, though. He later died at the hospital. That's right. So here's to him. God bless him. I hope I have the balls someday. We suck at math, and you don't think this thing's gonna go off the rails? Like, you set me up to fail, and now you got the balls to now question your own goddamn work. Dude, if I made a car, if I built a car and it didn't run, I wouldn't, burn it forever. You evil piece of shit, light it on fire. I wouldn't. I would troubleshoot. Is there gas in the engine? Is the battery charged? Anything beyond this, I gotta get a real man to look at it. But I believe in you. I'm gonna try and help you out. That's, my religion, it's nuts. It's fucking nuts. My religion, the way I was brought up is you can make it to heaven, but some of your family members possibly couldn't, or some of your friends. It doesn't even make sense. How am I supposed to enjoy heaven if that's the deal, right? Just sitting there waiting for my friends to show up, Jesus Christ. What the hell are they? It's been 150 years. They must have eaten a lot of Brussels sprouts or some shit. Doing some yoga, right? And then one day it just settles in that they didn't make it. And then what? I'm still gonna enjoy heaven, right? Jesus coming walking over hey, how's it going, everybody? Is this great? Isn't this great? Yeah, dude, it'd be even better if 4 of my family members and friends weren't burning for fucking ever. Kinda hard to enjoy heaven, will you just keep thinking of that there, J-Star? What do you think? Hey, dude, I didn't ask you to come over. You came walking over, you big dumb sandals. Hey, how's it going over here? Why did you come over here? I don't give a... Dude, tell your dad. I don't give a fuck. I'm already in here. What, are you gonna kick me out afterwards? Go fuck yourself. I knew he was gonna be like that. I knew it. The boss's son is the worst. Fucking sense of entitlement. So they believe when you die, you're dead. And I was like, well, so you're just dead. How do you wrap your head around not existing? I couldn't get my head around it. He goes, well, before when you were born, do you remember that? And I was like, no. And the guy's like, it's just like that. I'm like, not only does that make sense, that is absolutely terrifying. Dude, I gotta be honest, I hate how scared I'm getting.